arrived late to the party. Well, actually early in this case, but we've got a big match coming.
Yes, we've got Inman versus Rocha.
And this is exciting because Inman had a hell of a battle to get here.
Yeah, he had to go through 4 people just to get here.
And not just 4 people. His own partner, the former Inner Geekdom champion, freaking Ben Bateman.
It's a hell of a match.
And there was somebody else on that panel. Who was it? Oh yeah, Elliot Dewberry. He's fun. Anyways, it was a hell of a match and he made it through. So we were so happy Inman made it into the Ultimate Schmoedown singles tournament. However, though, he is in the middle of a warpath from Rocha.
Yes, now he has to go through Rocha, and I remember quietly that if Rocha won, Inman has to come out with him throughout the whole match.
Oh, that's right, because I thought it was cool when Rocha should collect all his, basically the ones he defeated with him.
So we'll see whether or not that actually happens.
But yeah, Rocha is definitely, he's ready for that championship belt again. He has been fighting hard, especially with Matt Nose in top 10 and their tag team.
Yeah, I mean, I want to say that Rocha, out of a lot of the people, granted everybody is very passionate, but Rocha is very in it, you know what I mean? He's very
focused,
driven and focused to actually get to that belt, and that's what you need. You need that drive, you need that way, you need to do it to get to the belt.
The problem was, though, like Rocha has said before, a little bit of luck and a lot of knowledge, and they just did not have a little bit of luck in their tag team match against Team Action.
Yeah.
Team Action had the luck, and you know what? They are also driven to get to the end as well. They may seem like they don't practice and that they don't really care. They care a whole lot. They practice a hell of a lot. So now with them out of the way, we can see what happens when Rocha has his sights set on the title and it's basically just cannon fodder in front of him that he could just plow through to the end in his mind. So, hashtag who you got?
I'm gonna go Rocha. I want to see Rocha go all the way. I want to see him get that belt back.
I do love Rocha. I do want to see Rocha fight to the top. I love Inman too, though. I think if Inman shows a lot of dedication in the match, he has a tendency to kind of not struggle through and just say, I don't know. And you know what? I've been there before where you just can't come up with anything close, but he does it a lot. So let's see. I want Inman to go through, but yeah, I think it's going to be Rocha. So let's get to the match between Inman and Rocha now.
The Outlaw doesn't quit. I said from the beginning when I beat Mance that I want the title around my waist and that I was going to beat every single person on the way. When you want to get to where you're going, you got to use those people as the stepping stones to get to where you're going. And just like Mance, Harloff, and Riley, they were my stepping stones to take care of baby carrots.
And your winner, advancing to the Schmoedown Spectacular Baby Carrots!
And he's out! He's out!
When I take on and beat Riley, I'm going to take on Merle, because it's not over yet. It's not over yet. You stay with me now. We're going to fight harder, and we're going to win. It's but I got to beat you. Because I want that. What I said is I want that belt around my waist. So there's still a chance.
And your winner, the Outlaw, John Rocha!
Listen, you and me,
Can he do it again?
You're going to hold on to that belt when I face you? I don't think so. I've been working my ass off to fight Dan Merle, and now the time has come.
And your winner, and the new
It was a good moment.
I'm getting all hyped by this trailer too.
I know.
Before Harloff comes out here,
Yeah.
I would just like to say, win or lose,
He's in the next gen music too.
Rocha,
Yeah.
when Mance beats you the next time,
Come on now.
I want to take you on.
Oh!
Oh, he's calling out Rocha.
It's going to end up
So
like
bare.
Batman vs. Superman. Less than stellar for you.
You
That's
vote-
what it'll be.
Ooh.
That's what it'll be, son.
Or it could be an extended edition, better than most things.
Even worse.
You may be asking yourself, why am I in this fatal five-way? I'm going to tell you why. It's because, you know, if you look at my Inner Geekdom career, I've been performing pretty steadily. Look at the team career. we've been doing pretty well. Team Truck's had a solid run. But if you look at my singles career, I've stumbled a couple of times. But I've only stumbled against champions.
Ziggy Stardust, David Bowie.
That's correct.
Chris McQuarrie.
Correct.
The Adjustment Bureau.
Correct.
Is it Sweet Home Alabama?
That's
correct. Is it Pittsburgh?
That's 1 point.
Nice.
Big
Nice.
job. Oh.
And your winner
Wow.
going on to play John Rocha, Jason Justice.
You will,
So
in
good.
fact, be facing John Rocha in the Ultimate Schmoedown tournament.
That, you know, I'm a little afraid of Rocha. I'm a little afraid of Rocha. He's a good pal of mine, and I know that he's an evil, evil man, but now he's a hero again. So, you know, it'll be nice just to be in the same tournament as John Rocha, because last year I missed out by one. Christian Harloff beat me. I barely didn't make it in. So this year it'll be nice to at least get in round one. And whoever wins, you know what? I'll cheer him on. You know, if Rocha beats me, I'll make this promise to Rocha right now. If Rocha beats me, I'll walk out and cheer with him all the way through to the end.
Rocha needs to just collect the ones that get defeated.
Collect the souls.
Yeah. The Shang Tsung
Newly
of the Schmoedown.
yeah, the newly defeated.
I'm excited for this one. Really excited for this one. Yeah.
Welcome back to the movie trivia Schmoedown. It's the Ultimate Schmoedown, and what a match today. But before we get to that part,
Christian.
I haven't talked to you since, my man.
Yeah, what's going on?
Crushing defeat here to Stacey Howard.
It
It was
happened.
a loss. It was
Yeah.
a tough one.
Yeah.
I wasn't here. I was shocked to hear it. I was heartbroken to hear it.
Thank you very much for your sympathy.
Well, yeah, you know, you're my buddy.
I received your card.
How are you? I honestly thought you and I were going to be going head to head at the Spectacular this year.
Yeah, you know, it turns out baby carrots actually have a lot of chlorine in them.
Yeah.
And it turns out that they're not real carrots, they're just actually chopped up bigger carrots. So
Yeah.
the name baby carrots will continue on, but
I
as
thought he
far
was
as
gonna
my
drop
future,
the
this
name
tournament, Stacey Howard put that to an end, and I'm, you know, hats off to Stacey Howard. If I had to lose to somebody, I'm glad it's one of the bright new stars in this league. Make no mistake about it, I'm emotionally dead inside.
Yeah, you are indeed. Now look, you are what we're seeing some old dogs get taken out.
I'm very drunk right now.
You are out of the tournament. Josh McCouga is out of the tournament.
He's drunk as well.
It's
One of the
crazy.
old dogs that is in the tournament
Right there.
is the former team champion, the former singles champion,
A lot
and
of new
last
blood
year's
pushing
finalist,
ford.
John the
But that's
Outlaw
good,
Rocha.
though.
He's still
Yeah.
playing.
Get
He's still
fresh
playing.
good for
faces
him.
in
He's
there.
back, and he is
That's what we
hungry.
need.
He really wants to play me for that belt come Spectacular. But in order to do that, he now has to play Jason Inman, who rightfully earned his shot in that fatal five-way where even Jason Inman didn't think he was going to win it. He was shocked when he did. No, he came in the ultimate underdog and came out winning and had a great performance.
That's the
the
story of
best
this
part.
match right now, is that you have a geek versus a cowboy,
that
but the
sassy
cowboy has a
Inman.
lot of geek in him, and
Right.
the geek, he's got some fight in there, and he might own a horse as well.
All right, so both these guys, obviously Rocha is determined to get back on top. The stipulation, we haven't seen Rocha since the collision, and the stipulation that was made in order for him to play in that triple threat was that he would have to win 3 matches in a row in order to get that shot. Well, the tournament would solve that problem. He would win 4 in a row, then he would get that shot.
Right
so
there.
Rocha's ready to do it. He's always been one of the most competitive in the league. He is ready to play. The game face is on. He's excited to get back in here, and it's going to be something. But the two of these guys had some nice words to say about each other and some competitive words. Here we go.
All right, here we go. First match back in the tournament once again. You saw me in the tag team match. We took care of business, Matt and I, against Real Rejects. Here I go against another 16-seed team. And what do I got to do? Just like the team match. I got to win 4 matches. That's interesting. Yeah, 4 matches. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then I get Harloff.
Well, looky here. How the hell did I get here? I didn't even expect that I was going to be here. But you know what? I am here. I earned my shot to take on a former champion. John Rocha,
Ruther.
he's a friend of mine. He's a mean son of a bitch. He's a hell of a competitor. But John, I love you. Now that I'm here, I'm not
Fists.
Jason Inman, saw your match. You're fantastic. You're going to be a hell of a competitor for me in this match today. But I gotta take you out, baby. That's how it works. 4, 3, 2, 1. That's what we're getting to.
I'm gonna rise like the phoenix that is one half of Team Trek, because that's right, we were in the team tournament. Yeah, I'm gunning for the Inner Geekdom tournament right now, and now I'm in the singles. And John, I'm sorry, you were my friend. I love you to death. Don't talk about my wife that way, but you gotta go out.
So Jason, you're the next part. I love you to death. You're young. I love your wife. I love everything about you, Jason Inman. But I gotta take you out. Because like everyone else in this tournament, you're a bag of bones in the way of the belt.
I think if you would ask anybody, I am truly the ultimate underdog of the Schmoedown. But you know what? Those are the people that are going to surprise you.
These shoulders are built to carry championships. So that's what I'm here to do. Yeah, I'm a face, I'm a heel, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's time to compete. It's time to get it done.
I am the underdog. I am here to stay. I earned my
Rocha.
shot. And you know what? I'm going to use that momentum to rocket myself all the way to the top.
Jason Inman, it's time to go down. Live long and prosper. But I'm going to treat you like Spock at the end of Star Trek 2. I'm going to jettison you out of the ship and put you on that planet.
But then he comes back and yeah, he's doing okay after the third one.
Woo, boy, man. I mean, you know, Rocha.
Different Rocha. It's a different Rocha.
It's a different Rocha. I like the competitiveness from Inman. An interesting note is that these guys consider some of their strengths to be Star Wars and Star Trek. That's not on the wheel. However, you do have some all-time Rocha favorites. Yeah. And, of course, Jason Inman is never too far away from comic book movies.
It is absolutely the truth, and I think that it's very interesting here because Inman didn't get in last year. He almost did. But Rocha, this is the tournament that made Rocha the star that he is today in the movie Trivia Schmoedown. So can he ever repeat the performance? Very interested to see. He's a heavy favorite to win the tournament if you would ask the fans or anybody who is part of this league. But it's going to be tough, and we are ready to go. Mark, are you ready for the tail of the tape?
Inman nipping at his heels. Let's see what each character has as far as the strength goes.
Tail of the tape, Jason Inman has comic book movies, animated movies,
Shutting
and
down
putting
Snyder.
down Jeff Snyder when Jeff Snyder says dumb things.
He is very good at doing that. Snyder good at saying dumb things as well.
John Rocha, strengths are biopics. He has dramas, and his strength, drama.
Full of drama. He's really good at blowing up bathrooms before matches, and now we get to see him compete firsthand.
You ain't kidding. That looked like that was a problem. All right, guys.
You saw it?
I saw him in there, and I decided I wasn't going to go in there.
I saw shoes and ran the other direction.
Smart move. Could be.
Excuse me, boots.
Horror film. All right, here we go. Ladies and Mark, are you ready to go?
Oh, let's hear those words.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the movie Trivia Schmoedown. 3 rounds in the Ultimate Schmoedown Singles Division. Introducing first.
Again with the doctor music. I love it.
Representing
Just keep it the whole time in
Trek.
there.
With a record of 2 wins, 2 defeats. Give it up for Jason Justice Inman.
Justice with the cool sunglasses look. Star Trek always close to his heart.
That's it. I'm going for him because of his 12th Doctor music. Come on.
That's the point.
I love it.
Wonder Woman
So
jacket
good.
on there.
This tournament in general makes stars that are already.
We were going to
just
come
in
out
the
to
Fatal
Doctor Who
Five-way.
music, but
Jason Inman
we
wins
just
that Fatal Five-way,
felt
gets
it's
himself
too
to-
TV-ish.
My God,
That one movie didn't hold up.
He could.
But I guess he made it okay now.
Absolutely, and the Wonder Woman jacket, apropos, hopefully he's the latest woman in a long line to reject John Rocha here today.
And his opponent, representing the Horsemen, with a record of 6 wins, 4 defeats. He is the 2016 Ultimate Schmoedown finalist, the former Movie Trivia Schmoedown Team Champion, the former Movie Trivia Schmoedown Singles
A lot of
Champion,
titles.
the Outlaw John Rocha! Smiling Rocha! Smiling
A little peck in his step.
the whitest I've ever seen John Rocha.
Yeah.
He
There
took
we
out
go.
the
Wet
Coors and
Rocha.
put in the
Out there
rifle.
on the reception dance floor.
Got the vest.
Very
He's got the point.
casual.
Very different, John Rocha.
That's right.
Taking the seat. He's still. Oh, he's got 2 of the horsemen showing. Oh,
Aw.
Well, this is just a dandy of a match so far.
Very good. Look, I like that. I like what Rocha did there. He's got only the 2 horsemen kind of showing out of his
That's
vest.
right.
Smart.
Let's get it on.
Jason Inman, are you ready?
Let's do it.
John Rocha, are you ready?
Let's do it.
Let's get ready to Schmoedown! Yeah. All right, here we go. Question number 1, in the realm of animated, what comedian voices the woolly mammoth Manfred in Ice Age?
Boy, those movies get funnier and funnier the more they make. Those Ice Age.
You really are
Oh,
drama.
they are. Oh, I find them so entertaining.
Are you on heroin?
That's Squirrel Scrap.
I live in
5,
Queens.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. John Roca.
Ray Romano.
Correct. Inman.
Ray Romano.
There you go. Tie it up. 1-1. Here we go.
Right.
Question 2.
Neither competitor blinking just yet. Your next
Everybody
category,
loves Ray.
famous
Man.
directors. These are directors who have acquired some level of fame. And your question is, what famous director founded the effects company Industrial Light and Magic?
Is that a trick
Are
question?
you good at light and or magic? Do you know any magic tricks?
I'm great at that.
You're
Can
great.
disappear out of a bar.
You're great
It's
at
a tough one.
entertaining
5,
a little person.
4,
That's different.
3,
I don't know. I
2,
guess.
1. Jason Inman.
George Lucas.
That's correct. Roca.
George Lucas.
All right.
Kidding.
Here we go. So no one applause for that because it was the easiest question we've ever asked. Yeah. All right, here we go.
This side of Calvin Klein it is.
Category,
I'm not even supposed
yeah.
to be here, so I'll take it.
category of dramas. Category of dramas. Who won an Academy Award for playing accused spy Rudolph Abel in Bridge of Spies?
That would give folks some pause.
They thought about it.
Yeah, their pens ain't so cocky now.
Oh, take it easy. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. John Roca.
Mark Rylance.
That's correct. Inman.
He's also in Dunkirk.
Oh no!
He is.
All right, here we go. Next question.
Stole an Oscar from Sylvester Stallone. Still
Yes.
not happy about it.
John Roca
Agreed.
takes the lead. 3-2.
Your next category is in
Interesting.
horror/thriller movies. And your question is thus. Name the very first film where audiences met the killer doll with a fierce grin, Chucky.
First.
Name the first film.
7,000.
And again, like the Ice Age, they get better and better and
That's
better.
not necessarily untrue. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Jason Inman.
Is it Child's Play?
That's correct. Roca.
Child's Play.
That's correct.
Child's Play for those two.
Oh my God.
All right, John Roca has on this 4-3 here. Next question. Action
Actually, that's the
adventure.
first one.
What was the subtitle of the first live-action G.I. Joe movie released in 2009?
You know what I love about Roca's match is that you get to literally be along for the ride with him every breath he takes.
He does.
This is kind of
Bones, even when he
kinda
clearly
weird.
knows Sting and the police would love this guy.
5, 4, 3,
I mean, I've seen it a million times.
1. Pens down.
I
Inman.
have no-
Rise of Cobra.
Correct.
Damn
Roca.
it. Renegades.
Oh, he missed
Rise
it.
of
Oh,
Cobra.
it ties it up.
I guess.
Hey,
I
Rich
thought.
Smith.
Oh, I went for the cartoon movie. I don't even think of
He's
the
a
other
live
crap.
action.
Neither gentleman will
didn't
get
hear
a
live
bonus
action.
question
I
this
didn't. I
round.
couldn't remember.
There's only one G.I. Joe
I was
movie.
gonna put
is
Enter the
fantasy
Cobra, but I was
sci-fi
like, that
movies.
does not sound right.
Name the featured actor in Alien Resurrection who would go on to star in the 2 Hellboy movies. I remember liking that Alien.
So stupid. There's only one G.I. Joe movie. Cobra. Cobra. Cobra.
2, 1. Pens down. And John Roca.
Ron Perlman.
That's correct.
Ron Perlman.
There you go. Tie game here. 5-5 here. Next question.
Granted,
Category of
Christopher
romance.
Eccleston was in that
Romance.
first G.I. Joe,
Who
but
was the fiance to
Deathstroke.
Owen Wilson's struggling author?
join the long line of the Cullens.
Who plays the fiance?
So
Oh.
you write a book and I write a book. And the book is about
Writing?
yeah, me. No, you don't know how to write. It doesn't mean my book's not going to be better than you.
True. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Oh, that's about her last name.
1. Pens down, please. And John Roca.
Rachel McAdams.
That's correct. Isn't it?
I said Amy Adams. That's part of the answer.
Oh, so Roca takes the
wow.
lead back here. 6-5.
Opening up a gas.
She was his
Your next
soon-to-be
question,
girlfriend in Wedding
final in this
Crashers.
round 1, comes from the world of new releases. And your question is, what is the name of Karen Gillan's character in the Guardians of the Galaxy movies?
Oh, crap.
Crap is not the answer.
Damn, that's what my book would be. Yeah.
Crap is not the answer. That is very true.
You're just a
That
negative
took
person.
be
me
writing
a little
email
bit
book
too
with
long.
Yeah, yes
A
or no?
little
I
too
miss
long.
Ken Knapsack. 5,
Come on, I love Karen.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Jason Inman.
She's called Nebula.
That's correct. Roca.
I said it was a sister, but Nebula as well.
Sister Nebula works. Okay.
Yeah, Sister
Damn.
Nebula. She's not in a convent currently, but we'll take it.
All right, so
Damn.
after
Sister Nebula.
That came at the end.
Sister.
man.
round number
Back
one,
in the habit.
the former champion is up 1 point over Jason Inman, who's
That was
hanging
scary.
strong here.
Good
7-6.
first round. You're right.
Jason Inman played great. 7-6. That is something to say. That you only went 1 point deficit to Rocha going into round 2.
And now we are in round 2. John Rocha, you are the favorite, and you have a
Is,
narrow
Tarantino on the wheel?
1 point edge over
Yeah.
Jason Inman. Would you
Hopefully.
like to spin first or defer
Romantic
to your
scores
Star
and
Trek
soundtracks?
fan playing opponent?
I defer to my Star Trek fan.
All right.
All right.
Also, guys, do not forget
Julia
the JT
Roberts,
rule
coming
as
of
well as the
age.
challenge rule.
Who
All
could
right.
forget
All right.
that?
Here we go. Jason Inman, you're up first.
Biopics, as Mark would say. Animated.
There he goes.
Here we go. You got to think he's searching for comic book movies
Nice
here.
spin, Jason.
It's not going to get there. It might get
Spielberg.
to Spielberg movies.
Tough, but
What does
stick with
Your
it.
Spielberg.
Yeah, look at everything else on the wheel.
I'm gonna stay with it.
Gonna
Yeah.
stay with it.
Staying with Spielberg.
Stay with it. All
Respect,
right.
Jason.
It's tough.
Here we
Stay with
go.
it.
Jason, 4 questions in the realm of Spielberg. First one. The 1989 film Always tells the tale of a recently deceased pilot, Spirit, looking for a newer pilot, only to find him falling for the Spirit's surviving girlfriend. Who are the 2 male leads?
Damn!
It's Richard Dreyfuss.
Dustin Hoffman?
Mel Gibson.
Incorrect.
I think it's Richard Dreyfuss and Rick Rossovich.
That's incorrect. Richard Dreyfuss and John Goodman.
John
Really?
Goodman.
John Goodman.
Did you really think it was
I'm gonna
Slider
challenge
from
that.
Top Gun?
No.
I'm going to challenge that. Look it up.
All right.
Rick Rossovich might be in the movie, but
He
the
is.
2 male leads are John Goodman and
All right.
Richard Dreyfuss.
Well, you can
challenged
argue
it.
the
He
lead.
challenged it.
He challenged it. It's a challenge right now by the Outlaw. We'll be back under.
I don't even remember Always.
Always.
But
All right,
it's
we're
good if he
back
blocks
from
it, the
the
2
challenge.
points
The
off
Outlaw
the
has
board.
challenged, and we are sticking with the original ruling. John Goodman is the lead. John Rocha will lose his
But
challenge.
Rick Rossovich was great in Top Gun.
Right. So, all right, now back to Jason Inman.
The other guy.
Jason Inman. Here we go. Jason, what was the first movie that Spielberg was nominated for the Academy Award for Best Director?
E.T.? Or
I'm
Jaws?
gonna go multiple choice.
E.T.
Color
A.
Purple?
Jaws. B. Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Jaws?
C. Raiders of the Lost Ark. D.
I'm going to say E.T.
B.
That's correct. Close Encounters.
Good
That's
Close
job.
Encounters of the Third Kind.
All right, here
It
we
is
go.
a
Rick
great movie.
Rossovich, great in that movie.
Question 3. Benedict Cumberbatch and Tom Hiddleston co-star in this
War
Spielberg
Horse.
drama.
Yeah, she knows that one. She didn't have to think about it.
Nope, I didn't. It's Warhorse.
Multiple choice.
Is it
I'd be like-
A, Munich, B,
I feel like Warhorse. It's
C,
Warhorse.
Infinity War?
D,
No,
War Horse?
Warhorse.
Warhorse.
That's correct. 1 point.
Yeah, you could
And
tell. He's
Warhorse
like, damn
is
it.
now up 1 on John Rocha.
Final question here, Jason, in the world of Spielberg. What is Spielberg's longest film with a running time of over 3 hours?
Schindler's List?
Yeah.
Believe it's Schindler's List.
2 points for
Nice.
Jason Inman.
Wow.
10-7, taking a 3-point lead on the former champion.
Nice
but now it
plan.
is time for Rocha.
Oscar
to-
Schindler.
Now, that first
I'm good
one
at
they
making
missed,
lists.
Rocha didn't steal, so what? Not too bad.
Hey, look,
Rocha
if
got
you
two.
give Jason Inman a lead going in round 2 before Rocha spins, I think that's a win for him. We'll see what Rocha can come up
All
with
right.
right now.
Here's a good spin.
All right, that's a nice hearty
cleans the
spin by
board,
a
he's gonna
seasoned
pull ahead pretty
veteran.
quick.
Good spin.
Here comes Biopics. He wants Biopics.
Yes.
Does it again. He has
Big,
Wow.
big spin by Rocha right
Biopics.
there.
I
Are
would,
there any
Biopics.
biopics left? I'm a little nervous now.
I would
All right.
like to see Frank Janish's stats on Rocha's
Jesus.
biopics.
All right, John Rocha, you have spun a desired category. According to many sources out there, you're a fan of biopics, and here's your first question in that world. Who directed 127 Hours?
Oh, Brett. Freaking.
Danny Boyle.
Danny Boyle.
Okay. I was like, Danny
5.
Boyle?
Damn.
Multiple choice.
I was going to have to
Is
go
it
through
A,
Slumdog
Steven
and
Soderbergh,
Sunshine and
B, Danny
Trainspotting.
Boyle, C, Doug Lyman, or D, Bennett Miller?
Danny Boyle.
1 point for John Rocha.
I had to pull that out of
That's what I was
there.
gonna say.
Got it, though.
Your next question. As depicted in the 2014 biopic American Sniper, which of the following attacks on the United States prompts Chris Kyle to enlist in the United States Navy?
9/11?
Which of the?
Which?
Which following?
Oh,
Which?
9/11.
That is incorrect.
Oh.
Jason Inman.
Tax. I think it would be before
It's
9/11.
not the World Trade Center.
That is incorrect. We're looking for the 1998 U.S. Embassy bombings in East Africa.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't have.
That was very well known.
The answer to that
I was like,
question.
no,
That's what happens when you answer all the biopics. They get this deep. All right.
I see he went
Here we
World
go, your
Trade
next
Center like
question.
the first time.
Who plays the frustrated new prime minister in The Queen?
Oh, Michael Sheen.
2
2
points for
Size it up.
Rocha.
That was big.
We are now tied up
Not to be confused with
Your
Martin
question.
Sheen.
in the world of biopics, which you enjoy living in regularly. Chadwick Boseman occasionally breaks the fourth wall while starring in what biopic?
42?
47? What
40,
is it?
42?
Is it 42? Baseball
The-
is like Jackie
I
Robinson.
guess I gotta go multiple choice.
Is it A, Why Do Fools Fall in Love? B, 42?
I have no idea. I'm guessing
C,
42
Get On
because
Up?
that's the only
or
one
D,
I know that
Talk
he's
to
in.
Me?
Never saw any of them.
Nope.
Jesus, I don't.
5.
Get on up.
For 1 point of the lead,
Wow.
he has done it.
But look, if you would have told me that Rocha would only have
11
a
to
1
10?
point lead
Nope.
going in a
I
round
never would've
number
thought that.
3.
Look at the smile on Jason Inman's face right
Yeah.
now.
Jason Inman has nothing to lose.
Nah, he's just happy to be here, and he might
Martin
upset
Lawrence, Tim
one of the
Robbins.
greatest competitors this game has ever seen.
Yeah, that is. Now, Rocha has
Nothing
a
to
1
lose. So
point
good.
lead as we get into round number 3.
And like we said, Rocha, you're going to be giving us your 3 numbers first. So which numbers feel lucky today?
2, 4, and 6.
2, 4, 6. Jason Inman, basic.
Let's go with 7, 10, and 12.
All right, so it's going to start with Jason Inman here, who's going to try to avoid the TKO and send it back to Rocha with just by answering his first 2-pointer here. It is number 7. Number 7 is what he chose. Number 7, Jason, that would be DiCaprio films. DiCaprio films. Name a film in which the name of Leo's character is in the title of the film.
What's Eating Gilbert Grape?
J. Edgar.
That is incorrect.
J.
That is
Edgar.
incorrect. He did not play Gilbert.
That's right.
It was John.
J.
He was
J.
looking for either
Edgar.
Romeo and Juliet, J. Edgar, or The Great Gatsby.
I gave up an easy question.
All right, so there
Yeah,
you go. So right
that
there.
sucks.
At first thing I
needs
thought
his
J. Edgar
three-pointer.
there because that.
Three-pointer. and
Send it back to Rocha.
Send it back. All right, category of scores and soundtracks. Scores and soundtracks. All right, Jason, what Disney song won the Academy Award for Best Original Song in 2014?
When You Wish Upon a Star?
2014.
Oh.
Disney song.
See, I stopped listening after
Let
the
It
date.
Go. Let it go. Let it go. Can't hold it back anymore.
5,
Thought we were done with that song.
4,
Nope.
3.
Repeat the question.
What Disney song won the Academy Award for Best Original
Come on, Inman.
Song
Pull it out.
in 2014?
Come on, it's Frozen. 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 Frozen.
He's got nothing.
Frozen. Let it go.
I probably would have nothing too.
4.
I would have been sitting there like, it's let it
I have
go.
no idea. It's not coming to me.
Let
Yeah.
It Go. Frozen.
Oh, wow.
Let it
So
go.
now,
I would have never gotten
Let
that.
it go. And
I don't know
one
if I
more
would've gotten
question.
that.
He might let go of his chances to win the ultimate Schmoedown.
I'm just happy
here.
to be here. I'm just going to say that. You know, it's all
all right,
right.
here you go.
I forgive.
All right, here we go. So
Too
your
easy
final
questions
question here, your final question in order to avoid the TKO, your 5-pointer in the category of Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks. Name the first film that featured Tom and Meg Ryan in leading roles.
Joe versus a volcano. Joe versus a volcano.
First, now I think you're trying to trick me.
Yeah.
But I'm just... You know what? This has been a lovely time.
No,
So I'm
don't
just happy
give
to be
up.
here, sleepless in Seattle.
No!
The answer was Joe versus the volcano.
That's right. And Inman ran into the
I've actually
volcano
never seen
of the movie trivia
It's
Schmoedown
not
competitors here. You know what?
I mean,
Game
it's,
effort by Jason
Is it
Inman,
like
and he
good
ran
enough
into
to
some
watch
tough
at least
questions and
once, or I
categories
probably
he
should
wasn't
watch
as
it once if
familiar
I
with.
wanna
You
get
won't
that
see a lot
Tom
of the inner
Hanks
geekdom, but I think Inman can be back
repertoire
here
up here.
in singles play in the movie trivia
Splash
Schmoedown.
Well, what this does is
And
it
Money
sets
Pit.
up a
Oh,
heated
I love
match
Money
here
Pit
between
so much.
John Rocha and Sam Levine.
Oh boy!
That
And the
is
Birds.
very, very interesting. Sam Levine
That's a
and
good one,
John
too.
Rocha now going head to head. John Rocha wants some revenge on Sam Levine from
Ah,
talking
yes,
at the
he
free
does.
for all, and Sam's been wanting to go after John for a long time.
That's what we call a
there you go.
strikeout, ladies
That
and
is,
gentlemen.
and that was something. It looked like Jason was putting up a fight, but then he just couldn't pull it together in the third round. But let's go and talk to Jen Sturger, who is here with both John Rocha and Jason Inman.
What's up, movie trivia Schmoedown fans? I'm Jen Sturger here with the legend John Rocha. How's it feel to be back? We haven't seen you in a while. We saw you in, your last time you won was in February.
Yeah.
And then you were in the triple threat match. Yeah. And now you're back.
Yeah.
And you're competing in the tournament.
Yeah. It's a whole new tournament. It's deeper. It's harder. There's more player and there's upsets happening all over the place. So. It's incredible to beat Jason Inman by 1 point, and I've got something to prove. Losing to Dan in that triple threat match on the heels of losing the tag team titles, or losing the tag team opportunity with Matt Nost against the Patriots. I just am in a different place. I'm focused. I'm not going to get too high, not too low. Do my breathing, do all my meditation, do my focusing. And this guy, Jason Inman, it says 16. No way was he a 16 seed. That guy he won in the 5-way. He came and brought it, and it was a tight game. If he hadn't missed those third round questions, it was going to come back to me. So beating him by 1 point says something about that competition.
And how about that second round when you spun biopics? How stoked were you?
Yeah, very, very happy. And but
the biopics questions are getting harder.
They are, and that's my fault because I keep spinning it and it keeps getting deeper and deeper and deeper, and we're getting more obscure.
It's cleaning the board of
it's a tough
biopics.
situation, but I'm also feeling a bit, I was a bit rusty. It's been a bit, so
you
just kind of figuring it out
as I go along. Biopics too, a little
Absolutely.
bit.
But
so
it totally makes sense.
Once you get those next in this tournament.
Surface questions out of the way, then they gotta
dig of trash talking from Sam Levine, who I don't know. Are you sad that Sam beat Bibiani?
I'm a little bit sad that Sam beat Bibiani because Bibiani's been talking all his mess. He left my horseman. He's doing all the things that he's doing, and he crashed and burned both times. Both times he's had a shot out in the first round, and I wanted shots at Bibiani because of all the stuff he's been talking about. But
everyone's been taking shots at him for you.
Sam Levine, you and I have had a date with destiny for quite some time now. Ever since you shot your mouth off to Emma Fife and you said, "Fuck John Rocha." Yeah, I remember. I still have it as a video on my phone. I wake up to it. I play it to myself every morning just to motivate me
it's your
against
alarm clock?
you. Yeah, it's my alarm clock. It's what Sam Levine wakes me up every morning with this.
Competitor level, I kind of hope it's Rocha because fuck you. Fuck you, John Rocha.
That's right. That's my alarm. Every time I wake up, it gets me out of bed. It gets me into the gym. It gets me studying movie trivia. You know why, Sam Levine? Because I gotta beat your diminutive butt once and for all. That beard, no one's buying it. A child your age can't grow a beard that big. I know it's all fake. You put it on with spirit gum. You're lying to everybody. That's goat hair. It's not even real hair, Sam Levine. You're taking it from the bottom of the top of your head and putting it on your face. It's disgusting. Go bald already.
It's kind of a novel idea. Now, you are a veteran in this tournament. Do you think does it ever get easier? Are you still a little nervous going forward?
Absolutely. You're always nervous going against the competition because like Christian is always finding and recruiting new people, smart people, intelligent people about movies. Look at the tournament now. Drew McWeeny, Bibiani, all these incredible people. Someone like Stacey Howard can step in and beat Mark Ellis. That tells you the level of competition we're dealing with here in the tournament. And certainly Jason Inman was no pushover, and I fully expected for him to take me to the end, and he almost did.
Well, I can't wait to see what you do next in the tournament.
Me either. It's destroy Sam Levine. That's what I'm doing next. Sammy, put it in your Bible.
No, wait. Before I let you go, I have one more question. Okay. With Riley being a two-time champ and Merle being a two-time champ, is there a little bit of pressure to go up against Christian in that final match?
Well, Jen, I wouldn't say it's pressure. It's excitement. It's drive. It's desire. Look, I said 4 matches, right? We're down to 3. It only makes sense. I want to be a 2-time champ as well. Listen, I know people still think it's a fluke that I won both those belts, the tag team belts and the single belts. They think it's a fluke that I beat Dan because I couldn't beat him because that Calvin Klein question. I was one Back to the Future question away from beating Dan again. But people still think it's a fluke. So if I'm going to belong on that Mount Rushmore of the Schmoedown, I feel like I have to be a 2-time champ just to get up there. And Christian Harloff, you talk all that mess. You talk all that stuff that I beat you by 1 point, the Rocky 3 analogies, all that stuff. You got your revenge tour. You best be praying to face me, son, so you can finish that thing out. It'll be the last stop on your tour, Christian. And the belt's coming back around my waist or on my shoulder where it belongs. Because these are the shoulders built to carry a championship belt. That's right, Jen.
Yeah, you're pretty tough. Oh, Jason. That was a rough way to go out.
Hey, I was just happy to be there.
Frozen, really?
I couldn't place the year. I couldn't. That's what happened in all 3 of my last questions. Like I knew the answer, but I couldn't make it come out. I thought the last question was a trick, so I was like, okay, it's either a trick or I'm going to say the obvious answer. But I knew Frozen won an Oscar. I just couldn't place the year.
Frozen, Gatsby. Meg Ryan. Who gets taken out by
Romeo
Meg
and Juliet.
Ryan?
I know. Meg Ryan, that bitch. All right.
Now he's got one.
It was really, really close, though, up until it was a 1-point match. Mm-hmm. How great were you feeling that second round going into the third round?
I was feeling really good because Rocha could have dominated me in biopics, but he didn't. And I was really worried that I made a mistake hunkering down on Spielberg, but I couldn't chance it. There were too many unknowns in the wheel, so I was feeling pretty comfortable in Spielberg, so I decided to make my claim, and you know what? It actually worked out for me most of the way.
It did. Luck played your side. That wheel can either destroy someone or it can be their best friend, and I think you did pretty well today.
Yeah. There were some Rocha questions over biopics that I knew. So, like, yeah, for, you know, John Rocha, I really respect him. I was very scared coming to this match. I expected him to TKO me in the second round. So the fact that he didn't makes me feel pretty good today. So
going forward in the tournament, can we say you're rooting for John Rocha?
I am rooting for John Rocha.
If you're going to get taken out, you're taken out.
Yeah. And I'm going to stick by my pledge. If I can make it to his matches, I will be there. I will walk out hand in hand with him, celebrating him, maybe with fireworks, some sort of confetti.
You don't have permits for that.
We're going to make the studio messy. However we do it, I'm going to celebrate John Rocha because I was pulling for Scott Mans. I was pulling for John Rocha, and now John Rocha is the only one in there, and I want him to go all the way to the top.
So now that you've been knocked out of the tournament, what's next for you?
Well, I had some fun in the singles tournament, and I'm going to come back to the singles. I think, me winning the 5-way and me proving that Rocha didn't just shut me down proves that I still have some play to have in the singles tournament. We did pretty well in the team tournament. Team Trek's going nowhere, but there is a tournament that I need to be in.
Which is that?
That is the Inner Geekdom. That is the one that Christian at every turn has been like, oh, we can't schedule your match. We can't schedule your match. We can't schedule a match. I think he's afraid that I'm going to take that belt really quickly away from Hector Navarro because he's just never given a shot at.
Wait. You think the commissioner is dodging you to schedule this match?
A little bit. He had a shot to put me in the very first Inner Geekdom. If there was anybody you were going to put in the Inner Geekdom in this whole group, it would have been me. I mean, for God's sake, I'm wearing this right now. I'm wearing Double Nerd. And he didn't put me in the first round.
Late.
So, no, but Inner Geekdom, I'm going to shoot like a phoenix straight to the top.
I love the sound of that.
Yeah.
So encouraging.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for hanging out with us today.
I had a great time.
We will see you again soon.
Oh, cool. Can you validate my parking, too?
I don't have that kind of authority here.
Damn it.
Parking does kind of suck.
I mean, John Rocha, look, I know it's his first time back in a while, but he seems not too concerned about some of the rustiness that we clearly saw out there today. Biopics, he had to get the dust off of that category.
Well, I think that, to be fair, John Rocha is very strong in the third round, so I think that had Jason Inman bounced it back to Rocha, I think we would have been for a fight. It's just, Inman just didn't have it in the third round.
The guy hasn't seen Frozen 10 times. Are we going to punish him forever?
Well, the Frozen one was pretty tough.
You knew it.
I knew.
You love that song.
I did, but listen, it doesn't matter. Rocha obviously said
call him in. Call him in.
I respect him for it.
Call him
Part of me is going to be very interested to play Rocha again. He's the only one on my tour that I have to finish. My revenge tour. The only person
sold out tour across this great land of ours.
So
sold out.
Look, Rocha's also talking about Sam Levine. He knows he's got to beat Sam. He knows that there's some tough competitors out there, and he is not the same Rocha that he was last year. He's taking a very different approach to this. You can see him when he was talking to Jen. He is more focused and more just determined to win and doing it in a much different presentation.
Yeah, and a little more dressed down, maybe a little less emotional even. Rocha, when he wins, when he loses, he's trying not to get too high or too low. So hats off to both of the competitors, one of which wears a great cowboy hat.
Well, Rocha's now 7-4 as he starts his climb back into the Ultimate Schmoedown. 1 down, 3 to go in order the Ultimate Schmoedown winner to be the outlaw, but he's got a tough road ahead. Look at that bracket. We have a lot left here in the Ultimate Schmoedown, and round 2 is going to have a lot of big signature matchups, and one of those is Sam Levine and John Rocha.
Yeah.
I love the pairing already. Sam Levine's been playing hot lately.
Yep.
John Rocha now is trying to get back on track in the singles division, so I'm liking where we're going so far, partner.
You know who else is on fire is all the fans out there for sharing this, going door to door, taking their laptops to their neighbors and saying, you click right here and watch the movie Trivia Schmoedown. Also join the Facebook page and check out the Schmoedown Rundown on iTunes. I lost my match.
Round 1 is in the books now.
Such a memorable round 1. We've got a lot of upsets. We've got a lot of broken brackets. We've got the busted brackets. I know that we've been there. We know how it is, Stacy and Brianne. So let's talk.
I know, it's exciting because we've got so many now anticipated matches that have formed from round 1 into round 2. You got Rocha versus Levine. You got Chandler versus Kalinowski again.
You got Cushing versus Stacey Howard, and then you've got JTE versus Jeff Snyder. Patriot versus Patriot.
4 amazing matches that I just cannot wait to lay these eyes on. But either way, yeah, Inman kind of lost it for himself. Not in a bad way. It's just that's a bad rap when it comes to the third round. Those questions sometimes are just
Don't go
awful.
your way.
Yeah. And I don't know if I would have gotten to the Frozen question. I would have gotten Joe versus a volcano, which I guess is a good 5-point question. It's kind of easy if you do know the 3 movies that they've been in.
Very true, but at the same time, it can also mess with your brain because you're like, wait a minute. What year did this one come out? Like, especially if they're kind of close in proximity to each other as years, because sometimes years kind of mesh together.
And yeah, like with me, I jumped way too quick on that Disney Oscar question because I didn't even hear 2014. So, and same with the G.I. Joe. I mean, I was like, oh, that G.I. Joe the movie. It had a subtitle? No, live action. Didn't even hear that. But either way, I'm not up on deck, so I don't have to pay attention as much. But either way, hell of a match between the two guys. I'm sad to see Inman go, but we knew Rocha would be probably trudging forward.
Yes.
Like the Outlaw does. But either way, thank you guys for watching our reaction to the battle between Inman and Rocha. You could like, you could subscribe.
You could do the thing on our Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Stardust.
All the social networking joints, you know where they are. Head over to Collider, like their stuff, upvote their stuff, share their stuff. Otherwise, we wouldn't get these awesome matches that we get to react to. You can also hit up our Patreon, kick into the party, fuel the party, keeps the party going, gets us where we need to go.
And we did just have a Halloween Nightfall video up on our channel.
Where we visited Old Tucson Studios with their Halloween overlay. It was a lot of fun. Check out that vlog, available now. And we have a new episode of Better Late Than Never available on our channel too, where we go back and react to the trailer for
old movies. Oh, for this one especially, Steve Martin's
The Jerk. So good. Either way, thank you guys, and as always, now it's time to say goodbye. Bye.